this book, it's almost like a history of the world told through shipwrecks. We start way back in ancient Egypt and even earlier, and we carry it right through to World War II and later. Some wrecks, they are really genuinely inspirational. The story behind them, what we did with them, and the lessons to be learned. With the endurance, one of our motivating factors really was to retell the Shackleton story, in particular to the new generation. The Shackleton story is just incredible. So we wanted to talk about his courage, his determination, his ability to pivot, if you like, in the face of unexpected obstacles. And above all, we wanted to tell the story of his leadership. Leadership to me is a huge thing. And then we took it one step further. I had the idea in Norway, thanks to a young lad there at the Whaling Museum, of maybe trying to rebuild the Endurance, but as a ship dedicated to oceanographic science, but more than that, if you like, existential oceanographic science. But beyond that, also to youth development, youth training, get them involved, show them that science is, yes, not just important, but actually it can be a lot of fun. So we want a ship we can take these young kids out, do genuine science with them. Most archaeologists, they have one little area of speciality and they stay there their whole lives. But with underwater archaeology, you cannot choose your shipwreck. The phone rings one day, you pick it up, and before you know it, you're on the plane heading to some wonderful location in some new era of history, and you've got to become expert on that period very fast. And I just love this. You're on this steep learning curve. You've got to totally immerse yourself in that period of history because you really got to know your stuff when you go in and do the excavation. So that's a bit I really love. I love it when you start on a new shipwreck. I say it sometimes like, I always think of it's like opening one of those old-fashioned suitcases which have the locks in the front. You pop the locks and then you lift the lid and then you see all this wonderful stuff. Life doesn't get any better.
What was something that may have been elusive or you were unable to locate, or there are still mysteries out there that you wish you could solve?
I would very much like to go looking for the Gneisenauer. She was the sister ship of the Scharnhorst. Remember the Battle of the Falkland Islands? Because we found the Scharnhorst, I have a loose bearing for the Gneisenauer, and I have a loose range because she sank pretty much in line of sight of the Scharnhorst, and I know roughly the direction to go in. So the search area is very small, and our plan was, after we found one, to go for the other. And then everything went wrong. It was unbelievable. We found the Scharnhorst, and we were just buzzing because you could see all the battle damage on the Scharnhorst. You can see the very spot where Admiral Graf von Spee was standing when he died. It just blew the top of the bridge off, and there he would have been. And then things just went wrong. We got up 10 hours later. We put down the remote operated vehicle, the ROV, and we couldn't detach what we call the tether management system from the ROV proper. That was bad. But then it got worse. The ship ingested a bit of fishing debris into its main thruster, and we had to limp out of there and try to get to a dry dock. And in the end, we ended up in East Africa. And that was the end of the project. And we never got back down there again. So yeah, that's the one I'd really love to do. Both Wonders in the Deep and The Ship Beneath the Ice, the story of finding the Shackleton's Endurance. We can buy these books at the Visitor Center. We can buy it at the Little Harbour gift shop. We can buy it at the museum bookshop and also the Capstan. And I know we can buy The Ship Beneath the Ice at the Malvina. Who knows, maybe they'll take up Wonders in the Deep as well. But there's a number of shops, and we're into the Christmas period, and if you're wondering what to buy for your dad, maybe this is the solution.